Hello friends. Now what are labor variances? Labor variances is nothing but the labor cost variance, which is difference between the actual cost of hour worked and the standard cost allowed. So very simple. The labor cost variance is nothing but the difference of actual cost of hour minus standard cost hour allowed. So the labor rate variance is actually the difference between the actual direct labor cost which is incurred than the standard cost of labor hours worked. So these labor variances are very important. Let us take first labor cost variance. So labor cost variance formula is standard cost of labor minus actual cost of labor. That is going to give you labor cost of variance. If you want to find the labor rate variance, then this is the formula. That is rate variance is equal to actual time taken in bracket standard rate minus actual rate. So when you want to find out the variance of rate, you need to subtract standard rate minus actual rate into the actual time taken. That is going to give you labor rate variance. Now if you want to calculate total labor efficiency variance, then this is the formula. Standard rate into standard time for actual output minus actual time paid for. If you want to find out the total labor variance, efficiency variance, here is the efficiency word is used. So standard rate into standard time for actual output minus actual time paid for it. So these are the labor variances. First, total labor efficiency is of two types. First is labor efficiency variance and second is labor idle time variance. So first is labor efficiency and second is idle time variance. So what is labor efficiency variance? Labor efficiency variance is nothing but the standard rate into standard time which is required for the actual output minus actual time of working, right? So this is the formula for the labor efficiency variance. So this is labor efficiency variance formula. If you want to find out labor idle time variance, idle means still time. So if you want to find out labor ideal time variance, then what we have to do, abnormal idle time into standard rate. If you multiply this fourth factor, that is abnormal idle time into standard rate, you will get labor idle time variance. If you want to find out the labor mix variance, then there is standard cost of standard composition, here actual time taken minus standard cost of actual composition into actual time worked. So actual time taken and actual time worked. Now we have to find out the difference between the actual composition, standard composition minus actual composition. This is actually going to give you labor mix variance. We'll also find out the labor variance, labor yield variance. So what is labor yield variance? That is standard rate into actual yield minus revised standard yield. So if you want to find out labor yield variance, then you have to have this formula, that is standard rate of actual yield minus revised yield of standard. So this is the labor variance. We'll take what are overhead variances in the upcoming slides to come.